Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper coming to you from work. Got the dash cam going today. Had to run up to 20 minutes from where I work, drop some stuff off, and figured I've been so busy lately, not been able to do as many videos as I wanted to do, so figured now is a good time to do one. Hopefully you can hear me over the window. I want to keep that cracked just so I'm not enveloping the car. I am smoking in my Bones Bent Billiard some Captain Black Platinum. One of my favorite blends. But I figured I'd get on here and tell you guys that unfortunately, as happens in beekeeping, I lost my hive. And the good news is I know what happened, what went wrong. For those of you that aren't beekeepers or don't have interest in it, basically there are some enemies to bees, mites being one of them. It's sort of like a little tick to them, large tick to them. But another one a lot of people don't talk about is condensation. And when the bees are trying to keep their cluster at like 90, I think it's 96-ish degrees in the wintertime, and we get, a couple weeks ago we got down to like 10 below here. When it gets to that point, you have that temperature extreme difference, they get condensation in their hive. And the idea is to try to keep that condensation to a minimum. So a lot of times guys won't even wrap, which I didn't wrap the hive to insulate it this year. I just put an insulated top on it, which is fine. There's no studies that say definitively whether you should wrap your hive or not. They're pretty consistent on saying you should have an insulated top, but either way, I had an insulated top, but the one place I screwed up, and I didn't realize it until I kind of did the autopsy, which I haven't done a full autopsy of the hive yet, but I didn't need to once I saw what I saw. I took the top box off. I had two boxes, and if you look back on my videos, or maybe I'll put a picture here, two deep, what they call two deep boxes, and I took the top box off and I looked down and I could see standing water. And moisture in the wintertime is fatal for bees. If you think about it, if you go out in the cold, that's bad enough, but if you go out with wet clothes, that's like a death sentence for you, right? And that's what it is for the bees. So I think what happened, because I had my hive tilted so that the water would run out, what I didn't factor in was the fact that I've got a mouse guard on there to keep the mice out during the wintertime. And the mouse guard is just some cheap mouse guard I bought off of Amazon, which should have been my first clue. But instead of being like a screen, it was a bar that had holes in it. And the problem with that bar that has holes in it is the holes are up off the board or off the floor. So any water trying to get out from that condensation can't get past that bar. So basically what I was doing was I was holding the condensation in that hive, which just made it a more humid atmosphere for the bees. And when it's cold, that's their death sentence. So lesson learned. It really sucks, but especially since I only had the one hive. So you just talk to my bee mentor and ran through things with them and trying to make sure that what I'm seeing is what's actually happening. So that's what happened. Kind of bummed, but it is what it is. I'll give it another shot, and that's one thing I'll have in the old memory banks to to know not to do for the future. So yeah, other than that, just real busy, you guys, dealing with a federal grant that I'm trying to get done, and the feds aren't really being very fun to work with, and everything is 1 to 3 days. You give them an answer on something, it's 1 to 3 days, and they ask you another question, and then you give the answer, and okay, we'll get back in 1 to 3 days. And meanwhile, the grant window is getting closer and closer to closing, and it kind of makes me nervous because it's a good chunk of money we're going for. But without sounding too depressing in this video, I'm not going to keep going on that. But things are going well other than that, you guys. Just busy. So hopefully slow down here shortly, but you never know. Guys, that's it for my car talk today. Dash talk, dash cam, however you want to call it. The important part is I hope you're all doing well. And until next time, you take care.